Okay, so after our little ceremony under the bridge, um, after our little ceremony on the bridge, the summer, was had come to an end and everything, and we were going back to school the next year, and Caleb and I were seventh graders, so it was a big change for us and everything. And my cousins, two of my little cousins, whose dad died, um, they came to stay with us for a while. They didn't live with us, but they came and stayed with us on weekends, sometimes, and sometimes during the week. For a little while, they stayed with us during the week. So they were going to school with us, and like my little cousin, boy cousin, he sat with my brother, who's a year younger than me, and so he sat with my brother on the bus, and of course Caleb rode the bus with us, and so my little girl cousin, she sat with my sister, who is like 6 years younger than me. So she sat with my sister, and Caleb, my little husband at the time, he and our other neighbor Ben Anderson, who's a year younger than us, also in agriculture, they started making comments about my little cousin. And so the girls sat a seat or two ahead of Caleb, and they started making comments about her. Oh, she's so good looking. Oh, she's gonna be hot when she's older. Like, just the way they were saying it. Like, it wasn't like, oh wow, your cousin's like good looking like you, or like you know what I mean. It wasn't in a way that was respectful. They went on and on about it, and I was like, oh my god. Like, instead of getting mad and like punching them or like slapping them, like I kind of wanted to, and like some people do out there, because it can get real rough and bumpy in the country. People are not afraid to throw down if they think they need to, or if something like that happens. That's not uncommon. But instead of doing that, I went and sat with the girls on the outside of the seat, so that the boys wouldn't catcall them and be all perverted with them and stuff, and to show the boys I didn't appreciate that. So I wanted to make sure, and I was like, if they're saying that to my little cousin, what are they thinking and saying about my sister? Because like that's not okay either. And it wasn't even a jealousy thing at that point. It was more like, that is so rude and inappropriate, and like her dad just died. Like, do you not understand like the situation? Like, instead of being the kind of guy that understood the situation and scenario, and like, hey, I see, this is who is she? Oh, she's your cousin. Like, do you guys need any help? Like, is there anything we can do? Like, do you want to bring her over and like play basketball with us tonight, or do you want us to come over and we can play with you guys? Like, you know what I mean? Instead of being that guy, which I thought really he was, because as a Christian and a Catholic, like, that's who I am and that's what I expected. So I was seriously shocked when that happened. So I went and sat with the girls and made sure I stayed sitting with the girls, for the rest of for every time, since that first day, because I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to them like talk perverted and try to hit on those girls or hit on her and everything, and I'm not okay with that.